Hey everyone, this is David Brown with the migration update for April 27th, 2025 from the Derby Hill Hawkwatch. The morning was overcast with periods of drizzle. There was one brief sunny period in the mid-morning, which I'll talk about. Then it clouded over again, and then there was a sudden clearing, and it was sunny for the afternoon with just a few clouds on the horizon. The winds today were strong out of the northwest in the morning, and then weakened and shifted more west-northwest for the afternoon. The count was conducted from the south lookout. Around 10 a.m., that low cloud cover temporarily cleared out and the sky was full of halos. So here we see this rainbow that's around the sun. That's the 22-degree halo, and that's something that's not too rare to see. But these other ones, this big circle that actually goes through the sun and goes around the entire sky at that same height as the sun, this is the Parhelic circle. And I believe these other ones here that cross that circle are Wegener's arcs, which are apparently quite rare. I don't know too much about these things, but I know that I spend a lot of time looking at the sky, and I've never seen something like this. Here's a photo facing away from the sun where the Wegener's arcs cross the Parhelic circle. Looking towards the sun, this was taken with a fisheye lens, so it distorts it a little bit, but you can see the 22-degree halo, and you can see the Parhelic circle cutting right through the sun, and you can also see there was another small rainbow here down lower. I'm not sure what that's called. Here's a sparrow that was hanging around the south lookout. It's a stripy sparrow with some yellow above and in front of the eye. This is a savanna sparrow. There weren't many raptors in the morning with the cloudy conditions, but as we got in the afternoon, the flight picked up pretty good, although most of the birds were migrating farther inland, and there were a few along the lakeshore, but there were very few that gave me a half-decent look. Here we have one that gave an okay look. This is an adult broad-winged hawk. Here we have a large raptor. This is an eagle, and we see a large head and a lot of white in the wing pit areas, making this an immature bald eagle. Here we have a small raptor with rounded wingtips, so a hawk rather than a falcon. We see a long squared off tail and a small head. This is an adult sharp-shinned hawk. In the afternoon, we had a steady flight of turkey vultures with around 200 for the day. Today from the south lookout, I had 35 species. Taking a look at the hawk count report for our migrating raptor totals, today we had 217 turkey vultures, 1 osprey, 9 bald eagles, 4 northern harriers, 23 sharp-shinned hawks, 71 broad-winged hawks, 6 red-tailed hawks, and 1 American kestrel, for a total of 332 migrating raptors. That brings the April total to 53,281 and the season total to 71,584. Taking a look at the forecast for tomorrow, they're calling for some morning clouds and then sunny with a high in the mid-60s and light and variable winds. So it should be a fairly pleasant day to be out. We'll probably start at the north lookout, and then if the winds become more of a steady north wind, we may move down to the south lookout. Would expect some birds to be up and moving with those decent conditions, especially given how poor the conditions have been the past few days. So maybe expect moderate migration. For Tuesday, we're looking at showers early and then scattered thunderstorms for the afternoon with a high around 77. So probably the hottest day we've had so far this season. Winds south-southeast, shifting southwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. So really good winds, and as long as it's not too rainy, Tuesday could shape up to be a really big day. So we'll keep an eye on that tomorrow. And for Wednesday, it's looking partly cloudy with a high of 47 and winds northwest at 10 to 15 miles per hour. We'll be down at the south lookout, and I would expect moderate migration. Well, not the most exciting day ever for birds and hawks, but really cool seeing those halos in the sky. And it looks like we'll have some better days coming up the next few days. So hope to see you out soon at the Derby Hill Hawkwatch. From Lyco Birds, this is David Brown. Thanks for watching.